Hey friends, welcome to the Friday Drive episode 8. For those of you that are new, welcome aboard. We keep adding people to this every week. And so the Friday Drive is a 3 to 4 minute video that basically talks about three things. It gives you a concept or a tool that you can use in whatever theme we're working on this week. It tells you a little bit about what's going on at Five Capitals, and then we also give you a resource, a third-party resource out there that will benefit you as a leader. So we want to welcome you aboard. So first off, our concept, very simple today. We call it conflict mining. Conflict mining is this exercise that we do in corporate settings as well as personal settings, where we actually solicit feedback from people in a way where maybe they're quiet. Maybe you're in a room with a bunch of leaders, you're with your core team, you're with your leadership team, whatever, and you're in there and you've got that quiet person on the side that you feel is maybe a little bit disengaged, or they appear to be that way, but really they're just analyzing what's going on before they say anything. This is your chance to kind of reach in and say, hey, I really need to hear from you. I really need to know what you think. And you have full permission to tell me and give me insights about what you see going on. So maybe we're making a big decision about succession planning, or we're going to launch that new adjacency, or we want to grow into a new market or something like that. And you've gotten everybody's feedback, but there's that one person kind of holding out. We just call on them, and we have to give them permission sometimes and say, I really need to hear from you in terms of what this is, because this is going to make us better. So let's work on this from that sort of corporate perspective, but also in your personal life. And this is where it gets a little harder because you have to practice vulnerability. When you say to somebody who's in your circle, it has to be somebody you trust. We've talked about this, but it has to be somebody you trust where you go, hey, I really need feedback, and I'm giving you full permission to speak into my leadership, speak into my communications, speak into the way I listen, speak into the way that I act on that listening, whatever it is. And I really need to hear from you on this. And when you do that, you'll be amazed at what happens, especially if you receive it. You write it down in front of them so they know that you've heard it, and you thank them for it afterwards, because that will promote more of that to happen in the future, okay? So that's our concept. It's called conflict mining. Use that as much as you can, okay? Number 2, what's going on at Five Capitals? I've been kind of doing a tour called the Self-Aware Leader, the 9 Leadership Identity Drivers. And so it's a talk that I've been doing all around in different settings, different corporate settings, in companies, as well as in sort of public forums. If you or anybody in your team wants to hear that talk, or you want me to come out and do that, I'd be happy to do that. And we've got several coaches at Five Capitals who specialize in different areas. If you want to know more about that, just let me know, and I'll be happy to put you in touch with that coach as well, who can come and talk about things like conflict resolution or change management, etc., self-awareness, empathy, EQ, whatever. There's a lot of different specialties out there that we can talk through. And then lastly, I've found a great 4.5-minute video from Simon Sinek. You guys know I'm a big fan of Simon Sinek. He's got something out that says how to have that uncomfortable conversation. Our theme this month in October is conflict resolution. And so I want to bring this to you. It's really good. There's some really, really strong basic tips in here that I think will help you not be afraid of those conversations as time moves forward. So listen, I hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks for the time, and we will look forward to seeing you on the next Friday Drive or on one of our coaching calls.